Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you guys how you can switch out your heavy everyday carry for something a little bit smaller. I have gotten a lot of comments and questions about how I use this humongous planner as my everyday carry. And for me, it's not necessarily an issue because I take it with me and I'll put it like in my bag and I'll bring it with me somewhere, but I'll keep it in my car. And so I don't have to like lug it around everywhere. But if I need something or if I'm planning something with somebody, then I'll just go grab it, whatever. But for me, I can take this big old thing with me. And it doesn't really bother me, but for a lot of people they want something smaller. So I wanted to show you guys how I planned the last couple of weeks in this $15 planner. It's from Sugar Paper, which is I think at Target. Yes, I got it from Target. So basically I set up the weeks like I do in here, where I plan out the days that I have, write notes on the side. There's an area for notes on here if you want, and there's enough space, about the same amount actually, same amount of space for each box of the month. So you could do that for the month. For the week, it's kind of cool because Franklin Planner doesn't, they have weeklies, but they're a separate stack of inserts. And so I just purchased the dailies. And so if you don't have a whole lot of stuff that you want to put in the day, like here's a whole list of things, but it's not a whole lot. But you can write small and you can write the to-dos over here and the notes over here, kind of like I have. I don't have a whole lot of notes every day, but I love being able to like go back to the day and have enough space just in case I need it. Maybe if you guys like have longer notes, then you can just like put a big sticky note in here and indicate which day it's on. But one cool thing about the week is that it can help you with your weekly review. So if you have things that you have to do, things that you shouldn't forget, things that you need to, like people you need to call or email, things to buy. And this section here can be really helpful for like the index. And so while you're looking for things in your planner, and I kind of talked about this last video, but there's like a monthly index where you write out something that happened in the day, like a note that you had, and you just put the date next to it so you can easily look at the index here and just turn to the page. But for here, obviously it doesn't have an index already in there, so you can use like blank spaces like this for an index. And of course it will be like a monthly index. A monthly index won't necessarily, I mean, it could fit in there if you want it. You can kind of point out weekly stuff if you have a whole lot of stuff written in here and you can't just like sift through and see what was during the week. You can just kind of write like bullet points here about what week or what day to look at for a certain amount of information. So also I wanted to point out that just like in the Franklin Planner, you prioritize by A, B, and C. A, those are things that you must do. B, things that you should do, and C, things that you could do. And in a planner like this, you can mark that next to here, or you can highlight it with like a certain color. I didn't do that this time because the pen that I have usually smears. But if you have like a ballpoint pen or a pen that doesn't really smear, or you can highlight first and then write it out. But yeah, I think that could be a good way to prioritize, like put A, B, C here, what you have to do. I think appointments or notes could go over here depending on what you want. But I think that's a really good way to apply this system to a small planner like this. Also, if you want to do it in this planner, which is Day Designer, this is really cool because it breaks it up for you. Like it already has check boxes here, and you can just mark the A, B, and C on the side here for prioritizing. So if you don't know what I'm talking about in terms of like just the Franklin planner system in general, they have a whole course on their website that you can take. Even if you don't use their planners, it's just so useful, and they just kind of go through it. And here at the front of my planner is where I have like a guide that helps me remember like what to do in terms of like my routine for planning. So you can even add something like that in the in the beginning of your planner. Like here's a bucket list area, but you can like add a page. You can like put sticky notes. There's like a section in the back where you can put something in a pocket, so you can have like just a piece of paper. And this is just for this sugar paper planner, but I bet you can do this with literally any planner. Let me see if they have a pocket back here. Nope, no pocket back here, but there's like a big section for notes. So you could even break this down. And if you don't have a whole lot of notes, you can do that monthly index, but like break it up every couple of pages so you can have enough space for each month. But yeah, I think that you could easily apply the Franklin planner system to like a cheaper planner or a smaller planner that you want to take. You don't have to, but I think these planners are so such good quality and so sturdy. And I mean, I like I said before in a different video, I love planning in days, like day on 2 page. Where is the day on 2 page? Here. Oh wait, nope, not here. Oh, I'm going too far back. So so I was going too far back. These dates here, they don't have any daily inserts in them yet, because the Franklin planner kind of recommends that you only keep 3 months at a time, so you don't get overwhelmed with that. So I have like a humongous stack of daily inserts from September to, next year, May of next year, actually June of next year. That, I mean, it's like this big, like the stack is huge. But here's a like I said, here's a day on 2 page. I love the layout of this. If you don't mind carrying a bigger planner, I suggest like, just taking your planner with you. But if you feel like you can't take your planner with you because it's too big, really get a smaller planner, get a little planner from Target, or a planner that you have, like maybe a pocket or whatever, and try to apply that. You might be able to add a bunch of details in it, but because I kind of write big, a smaller planner doesn't work for me. But I think that you could easily, like I said, easily apply these principles to other planners. Another part of the system that you can apply are the goals. So like I said, here is a little bucket list, a little area for goals here, and it's right up front. I think it's really important to break these goals down. So what you could do is you could write in the notes in the back. There's like a few pages for notes, or add it in these pockets, and break these goals down so you know what weeks, what days you should put those goals in your weeks. I think that's a big part of being able to apply this system, because if you don't have your goals planned out or your roles planned out, then what are you going to write on these days? I think that's kind of why bigger planners and like ring bound planners, I'm drawn to them, because you can add different goals, different pages in there, and you can switch it out. In a planner like this, you could probably do that if you kind of do some surgery on the rings and find a hole punch for that. But if you don't want to go through all that and you just want a planner you can just take with you, but you still want to plan effectively, you can definitely do that in a planner like this. You don't need to go and buy a $300 planner if you don't want to, because it's not necessary in order to plan effectively. So a lot of times we in the planner community, we see a bunch of planners, we see a bunch of things that we want, and it's just like ooh but we forget that this is a tool. You know, I think that it's really important to remember that our planners, we don't plan. I mean, I guess sometimes we plan for our planners, but the planner isn't the end goal. Your goals are the end goals. And it's important to use this planner as a tool and not as an end result, because then that's where the planner funk starts. That's where you're like, okay, what am I going to write in my planner? What planner do I want? And it's hard to really stick to what you're doing and be satisfied in life when you don't have your plans or you don't have your goals planned out. So I think the way to make any planner effective is to map out your goals, break them down, and apply them to your days so that you can make sure you're doing something toward those goals every day. So yeah, all that to say, you can use this mini planner and apply this Franklin planner system. You can use this planner. I think both of these were maybe like $7 and $15. But yeah, like you can literally use any planner in this. I think that the biggest thing about the Franklin planner system is that it's a system and it's not just a physical product. Yeah, you can apply the system to anything. And I might do that actually. I might do that just to show you guys how easy it is to apply this system even if you don't have all of the products. Because we all know what's happening in the world, COVID, all of this stuff. Money is tight for a lot of people. It's really important to shop within our means and be able to reach the goals that we have for ourselves. Well, thank you for watching this video. Please like and subscribe, and please leave a comment because I love talking to you guys about just what we've talked about here. I like having a back and forth discussion. It's kind of weird to be talking on this video by myself. So I really want to engage with you guys. So please leave a comment and I'll see y'all next time. Bye.